What's your agenda?
Thank you so much. Pleasure to have you back, our viewers. I have agenda for the people of Baringo. We know the role of county woman member of parliament is the legislative role.
Yes, there's a legislative role.
There's the oversight role, and also there's representation role.
Yes.
So for me, Rebecca, what I want to do for the people of Baringo, one is empowerment of our women and our youth. And our people living with disabilities. Why am I focusing on empowerment? Because we want to build our people economically. I want the women to be self-reliant. We want the youth to be self-reliant, so that we can be able to help each other in the roles of family. That is why I want to really focus, and I want to do practical things. I want, when we talk about women from Mogocho, for example, I want each and every family, each and every woman should be having poultry in their houses. Rearing poultry is not that expensive. What we just need is the starter kits. We should have hatcheries so that we have the chicken, and we ensure that there's market for these products.
You've mentioned chicken rearing among women. Maybe you can be specific on the kind of empowerment initiatives that you're looking at bringing to the youth and the women and those people living with disabilities.
And the specific one, for example, is that one for chicken. Having the hatchery, so that we don't need to go far to get the chicks. And it's managed by women and the youth purely, so that we can be able to ensure that this household has this number of chicken, they will be supplying this number of eggs, and they can even have their own circle, you know, because it's also about having the market, so that we can get value of our investment. I like to also bring practical things like value addition of our farm produce. We know women are so hardworking. You go to Baringo North, you find bananas all over the markets, but to get the value of this banana, when you sell a whole bunch, it can come up to 200 shillings. Because we know those people who come even to the chambers and buy them, they come buying these fruits at a very cheap price. So I'm looking at how can you improve this product. For example, bananas. I would like to see women in Baringo North making crepes, banana crepes. And we sell them in the shelves all through. You can even export them.
That's very common in Uganda.
That is common. That's so common. Those are some of the practical things I want to do. I want to go to the dry areas where they do this talk of dengue, for example. I'll walk to supermarket, I'll buy packaged dengue. Soko supermarket here. I'll buy the packed dengue from central Kenya. A quarter at 50 shillings, a kg at 200 shillings, for example. That's on the lower side. But we have the dengue here in Baringo. Why can't we package? It's not expensive to have that machine for packaging. Those are some of, I want our women to be busy sorting their dengues and ensuring that they get the finest of the dengues, and we package them at home and we sell them in the shelves. We take them to Nairobi. What is so difficult in that?
That sounds like the strategy by Mheshimiwa Governor wa Kitui.
Oh, yes, Ngilu.
And that sounds practical.
So practical.
But I'm sure someone is asking, where are the resources?
What I want to ask you, SK, it is we have the products, yes? We have dengues.
Yes.
Even Marigat, where you come from, we can have dengue there, we can grow dengue.
That is true.
So it's about the machine of packaging and ensuring that the cabs are processed.
So as a woman rep, you're looking at empowering these women.
I want to empower them.
Machines.
Yes. And it will not even get to 100,000.
Yes. But of course, you'll also need to build their capacity to understand how to do it.
That is it. When we talk of empowerment, SK, it's all around skills, training them, telling them things that are possible that can be done. You don't need to go to school to sort out dengue. You don't need to go to school to make a peanut butter from our njugu. We have njugus. You go to Tenges, they sell them very cheap. Even you can have 50 kilos at a very cheap price. I normally look at that and I'm like, no, Rebecca, you have to do something. There's a gap. There's a gap. Those njugus should be packaged. Those njugus, we should have women, we should have youth sitting somewhere and making peanut butter. And we sell them. We can even export them, SK.
Sure, and that would be a good thing.
Yeah, and it's possible.
That's on the women. I'm a youth.
And the youth.
What do I expect from you as a youth? Someone is asking. Definitely.
Yes. As a fellow youth, I understand challenges that youth go through. I'm a woman. I'm a youth.
Oh, you are under 35?
Even Uhuru Kenyatta is a youth. You know, we are women, we don't normally say our age, so kindly.
It is 18 plus a few years of
yes,
experience.
Yes, always, 18 plus. Yeah.
Right.
So for the youth, these are things that youth can do. We can have these machines, these packaging machines as youth. I want to train the youth so that after school, we don't just focus on white collar jobs. We need to employ ourselves as youth. But I would like them to come also with their ideas. When we want trees in this Kabarnet or in Baringo generally, even mango seedlings, avocado seedlings,
We go across.
we go far to Meru, to central Kenya to buy seedlings. Is it that we cannot do these things? What do we need to have them?
There have been leadership. Actually, 2 women rep leaders elected by the people of Baringo.
Yeah.
Why do you think they have not done what you think you want to do?
SK, how would
Especially for the women. Of course, you've been here.
You know what I
you've
believe
worked
in.
Baringo.
Let me tell you, SK. Leadership should come from deep inside someone. There are those things that we could be the same age, we might have gone to school, we might be, but there are those things that you're passionate about. I'll come here and if I want to see roads, I'll just see the roads alone. But there's that woman who is still struggling down there. There's that woman who just needs to be given some skills, to be trained. You know, sometimes even our people, you give them even advice that, yeah, I know you need a loan, but kindly get a loan that it is cheaper. But our people, they don't know. You just find someone going to taking a loan without even considering the interest because they don't know. So they need someone to train them. So I'll not answer that question that why they've not done what I'm thinking that I'll come and do because people have different interests.
So in this sense, I can still reframe it this way.
Yeah.
What different approach do you have from the rest who have been there? That you're going to do, you put in more extra work and see results, unlike the leaders that have come before you?
Thank you so much. Yeah. I think that will be more of what I will do.
Yeah.
For me, Rebecca, with the experience that I've had from the NGO sector, I want to look at practical things. I've not told you that I'll come and do roads and tarmac all the roads in Baringo.
Yeah.
I'm looking at practical things as far as Office of Women Rep is concerned.
Yeah.
That's why I'm talking around using what is available and just improving it and ensure that we get value of our hard work.
How much does a women rep control in their portfolio?
Talk about between 50 and 100 million.
50 and 100 million?
Yes.
Do you think the 50 and 100 million per year can help you achieve what you're saying?
It will.
Thank you. That was the first agenda on women, youth, and people living with disabilities.
Yes.
Your second agenda?
Yeah, on the second agenda, I'm looking at talent nurturing. I'm looking at how we are going to help our youth bring the best of them. We have artists, we have young people who are really trying their best to bring out the best from the best. We have our young people who are athletes, but they've not gotten the opportunity to really showcase that because they're lacking sponsors. You know, you could be having someone at that Sabor Primary School, Tangube Primary School, Chemoy, Mogotio, who is so good, but what they just need is the connection and also getting the well-wishers. I'm not saying all these things Rebecca can do alone, but we are going to work with even professionals of Baringo to ensure that we do networking for our people, for our young people, and we connect them to the world. We connect them to sponsors to ensure that we bring the best out of them. We have young men who are playing football very well. We have different talents. So I'd like to see how are we going to bring on board the youth so that we can nurture these talents and ensure that we get the best from them. And even if the Office of Women may not do everything, we are going to work with the professionals, other leaders, to ensure that we connect our people. And we want to utilize each and every talent, because at the end of the day, SK, I know the benefits will come back to Baringo County.
You can finish up on your agenda, then we'll go to that question.
Then we'll do that,
yes.
Yeah, I've talked about the economic empowerment, the value addition of the products. I've mentioned few products, but there are many products that we are going to do. You know, I look at when you do Wimbi, our mothers do a lot of Wimbi, mostly Baringo north side, and you find you get a whole kilo of Wimbi at 50 shillings.
50 bob.
Very cheap, you know. So, and when you look at the work that is involved, it's a lot. So I want to look at that and see how we are going to improve and package and get best value, get the best price from the hard work of our women. I want things that our people living with PWDs can do, that they can sit down and just do these things. They have their shop, selling their products, sorting out their things, and improving the lives of our people. I want to touch the lives of our people. I want to transform the lives of our people economically and socially. Other than this, I'm looking at also peace initiatives along the borderlines. Peace initiatives among communities who are living together. We know Baringo County is a county of great diversity. I'm looking at diversity here in terms of the tribes which are in Baringo County. And I want us to showcase even our culture. I want to initiate forums where we can showcase our culture. So that when I want to dress today like a Tugen woman, I know there's a place I can get that. But right now, SK, if you want to show us how a Kikuyu man dresses, you may have to go to Central Kenya.
Yet we have
our Kikuyu community in Baringo. If I want to dress like Turkana woman, where will I get that attire? I may have to go to Turkana County, yet we have them here. I want to look like an Ilchamus lady. So I want us to have a center point whereby, and this is when we can even combine with the Ushanga organization that trains women on how to do beading. But I would like us to have a cultural center whereby our communities across the board can come and show us their finest. That a Pokot woman can come and we see this is how a Pokot woman should look like, so that we can impress each other and see good from our neighbors. We also have good African food. We have food. Do you know how to do mosaic? You know, it varies from one community to another. So I like us to see how we are going to blend our different cultures, how we are going to use our diversity as Baringo to unite us, to bring peace among ourselves. How can we sit together and have a discussion on how we can improve our lives through our different cultural backgrounds? So those are some of the initiatives I would love. And all these things you may not do alone. We'll have to combine efforts with other leaders, the governor, the senator, all the leaders, so that we can ensure that we impress each other for the benefit of that Mwananchi. There are several agendas. We may not finish everything today, but in summary, it's about the people. It's about touching the lives of people positively. It's about having cohesion as Baringo community. It's about looking at each other from that angle of brotherhood. Not, oh, SK, which tribe do you come from? Let's impress one another. And we like to do everything possible to ensure that we have those things that link us as the people of Baringo. There's a question that was asked by CK Clark.
You can handle that.
Maybe to start with, the roles of, I said earlier, the roles of a county member of parliament is the three key roles: the legislature, the oversight, and the representation. But other than that, there is the role of passing bills that are protecting the social being of our people. Other than passing, developing the bills and supporting the bills. So those are some of the things that I like to do. I like to applaud our first woman member of parliament who did a bill on sanitary pads for girls. She did it, and it was really received well, and that's how our girls were able to be supported with sanitary towels. But it's not enough. We still need to do a lot. Those are some of the things that our girls are lacking. And Office of the Women Rep will really want to focus so much on that, so that we can ensure that our girls are comfortable. They can attend to school without failing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Passing bills, what are that? Formulating bills,
and ensuring that they are passed. And also lobbying for budget consideration. You know, as a member of parliament, you listen to your people. What are these things that they want? And there are some things that can be addressed by the national office by factoring them in the budget of national government. So my role as a woman member of parliament will be ensuring that I listen to the people. They tell me their problems and ensure that I push until the budget is provided. For example, you mentioned Kitui. Yes. We see what Kitui is doing. Kitui is not different from Baringo. The budget is the same. But they are doing things differently because Honorable His Excellency, Her Excellency Ngilo is thinking in a different way. So it's not really about the budget. It's about the person. What does this person have for the people? So Rebecca is unique. And she got great plans because I love Baringo. I've been raised here, I've been married here. I know Baringo very well. All corners of Baringo I understand. I know we have women along Timboroa there who are doing potatoes. Why can't they do crepes and salt? It's possible. True. It is doable. We have our honey. At least it's trying, but still there's a lot that needs to be done. We have milk. Why can't we do yogurt? Why can't we do things that we have? We
value
can do
addition.
Value addition. That's one. And there's a whole voted in the Office of Women Rep for value addition. There's a whole voted for bursaries in the Office of Women Rep. There are many things that you can do. So these things are doable. SK is about the person. What do you? Yeah. Why Lomong? Why me? I believe I'm the best for this position. Because of the approach, the new approach that I'm bringing in. I've shared my agenda with you people, and I want to do things differently. I want us to approach this agenda of Baringo in a different way. I've talked about using the locally available materials. What our women have been doing is I want to just improve from that, because we will do the baby steps for the first year, but by the time we get into the second, third year, I want these women to be self-reliant. So I have a different approach. I've shared with you the different approach that I have. I want us to deal with issues right from that ground level. When I talk of women in Salawa, you know what women in Salawa are doing. We know what the youth want right now. I want to come and use what they have, the skills that they have, to improve their lives. When I talked of our women farming Wimbi, for example, it's not a new thing. It has been happening for many years, but the prices have been down. 50 shillings a kilo is not something even to discuss. Middlemen come and buy them, they go sell a kilo at 200 shillings. That's a huge difference, a profit of 150. When we could have packaged, we could have done unga ya Wimbi for our children, and we sell at Kabartonjo at 200 shillings and export. So my approach is different, and it's not unique. It's something that is doable. I'm not promising heaven on earth. I'm saying we can use what we have. We can use this budget that we have, but make great things.